Greetings, fellow gorehounds, and welcome back to a Blood Splattered vlog. I'm the Horror Guru.
And I'm Count Jackula.
And today we're going to talk about a Shudder original horror movie called The Cellar, which is a movie about a family that moves into a new home with a very fucked up secret in its cellar that basically causes one of the kids in the family to disappear and the mom to try to figure out what the fuck is going on. Why the daughter disappeared. Everyone thinks she ran away from home, but the mom does not believe that story to be true.
Yes. And of course, nobody believes her.
Nobody believes her, you know? It's like all those late 90s, early 2000s, like thrillers about moms and missing children.
Yeah.
It's one of those stories.
Yeah, like,
so many of them star Julianne Moore, too.
Yes.
She was like the it mom for thrillers.
Yes.
But anyway, this movie is surprisingly great. I wasn't sure what we were getting into. I thought it was just going to be kind of like a, okay, all right, it's a spooky house movie or something like that. But once the story starts developing and it starts revealing its hand, it became a really fucking wild ride.
Yeah. It starts out like you think it's going to be like something along the lines of The Orphanage, if you've seen that movie.
Yeah.
Where it's a sort of a slow burn, creepy tragedy kind of thing. But no, once we hit the third act, it just goes buck wild. It goes fucking crazy.
Absolutely.
Like there are some points where I'm just sort of like, I don't know how to put it, but it feels like the end of like House by the Cemetery or The Beyond.
Oh yeah.
Well,
like when we were watching it, I was thinking of like it's like a really more serious version to a certain extent of like House, not Houseu.
House, Ding Dong, You're Dead.
Yeah. Like a little bit more serious version of that where it's just weird fucking wild shit happening left and right and reality warping and shit like that.
Yeah.
But also, House by the Cemetery is another great example because much like House by the Cemetery, there's a thing in the basement.
Yep.
What is this thing? Let's figure out what this thing is. Oh my God, this thing is fucked up. And you think for a long time through the course of this movie, you're not going to see the thing, but you do see the thing.
Yeah.
And the thing is glorious. It's fucking glorious. This movie does not cock tease you at all. Well, I mean, it cock teases you, but then it delivers.
Well, it delivers. Yeah.
It's weird because even though it is on paper a slow burn, so many weird things happen throughout it. It didn't feel like one.
No, it doesn't feel like a slow movie at all. It's just the action in the first two parts is a little subdued. Like it's like creepy scare, but nothing huge.
Yeah.
And then at the end is when it just starts pulling out all the stops.
And it's cool because it goes from like creepy to like disturbing to just fucking terrifying. Like we're talking just pure terror of like the end of Texas Chainsaw Massacre being chased by a guy with a chainsaw terror.
Yeah. You're just like, okay, we're running away from this thing now.
Absolutely.
That's the fucking movie now.
Absolutely. And man, like there's some cool, just iconic moments in this. Some of which we'll talk about in the spoiler section because some of it is in the spoilers. But like just the very beginning, that whole concept of the teenage girl counting the steps while she goes down the steps and then still counting when there's more steps. Yeah. Like that whole thing, I had dreams about that after the movie. Like it stuck in my head. Like something about that concept just like really got to me. I don't know.
Well, yeah, it's that whole thing of like, wait, when your eyes are closed, does everything stay there?
Yeah.
You're always you're pretty sure they do, but you're always a little worried.
Because basically the way it goes down is like the power goes out, and so she calls her mom, and her mom's like, you have to go in the basement and turn on the power. And she's scared because it's dark and it's freaky, and the basement, to be fair, in this movie is fucking freaky looking. Like this is not an American basement. This is a fucking basement in a fucking like stone house in the middle of fucking Ireland. Like this thing looks like medieval.
Yeah.
And so the mom, to try to calm her down, gets her to count each step while she goes down, and like that's a good way to calm down. It's like counting sheep, right? It's like soothing you into a comfort. But she gets to 10 and there's only 10 steps. And then you just see the mom on the phone and the daughter keeps counting. And she doesn't stop going and she no longer responds to the mom. And just something about the way that was executed, even though it's not like a jump scare, it's not like a monster coming at you, that shit freaked me out.
Yeah.
Like I got chills when it happened, and like I gotta credit the movie because on paper that shouldn't, but just its execution was so well done that it just worked, you know?
Yeah. One of the things I thought was really funny about the movie is you start seeing these formulas, and if you have studied Thelema at all, you're sort of like, wait, those look familiar.
Oh yeah,
like those look very familiar. And so I was then wondering, wait, are we gonna actually do Aleister Crowley, or are we gonna make up a fake Aleister Crowley?
Yeah.
Like a completely fictional one. They go the completely fictional route.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know, they go the completely fictional route, but it's definitely one of those where you watch it and you're like, I see what you're doing, movie. Like, I see what you're fucking doing.
It's funny because it's like showing you formulas, but if you know the formulas, you can piece it together for everyone else.
Yeah, exactly.
You can do the math.
Yeah.
You know? Like,
yeah, if you know how the math is done, then you understand.
And I thought that was cool because it was just like it's like a joke, like the movie's by the numbers, but it's
yeah.
But we're gonna have to talk about the spoilers soon because like there's so much cool stuff in this movie that like I feel like you should experience for yourself, and if I tell it to you, it'll take a little bit away from that. So
yeah,
we're gonna hold back right now. But like, this is a Shudder original movie. It is currently available on Shudder. If you're gonna want to watch it, you're gonna have to watch it on Shudder. Now, unlike Netflix, Shudder sometimes does have the movie pop up other places. So and also shows up on home video.
Yeah.
So you'll probably be able to watch it through other avenues if you don't have Shudder. But if you do have Shudder, absolutely watch it. And with that said, my fellow Gorehounds, let us move on to the spoilers. Anyway, the Cellar. The Cellar. So, over the course of this movie, as Jack mentioned earlier, there are all these formulas all throughout the house. And the mom is trying to figure out, what are these formulas? Do they have something to do with her missing daughter? And why are they there in the first place? And she basically discovers that a guy who is not Aleister Crowley, but is Aleister Crowley, used to live in this house.
Yeah.
And he used to perform alchemic rituals in the house using alchemist formulas. And the big reveal over the course of this movie is that the formula that he was doing was the formula for Leviathan, otherwise known as Baphomet.
Baphomet. Yeah. Yeah. The devil!
Yes.
You know?
And if you're wondering if this movie culminates in the mom going into the cellar and ending up in a fucking maze where she's being chased by Baphomet like he's the fucking Minotaur in a fucking labyrinth, that's exactly how this movie goes, where this movie goes. In order to try to get her daughter in a fucking Orpheus-like fucking situation of like getting
her out of the underworld and all that shit.
That's where this movie goes.
Yeah. It doesn't end well.
No. It has a Lucio Fulci-ass ending. Like, you know the ending of The Beyond? Where, like, they're just in this fucking void looking at the, like...
Yeah, there's like that giant pyramid. They're just like, well, this is it. I mean, this is where we are now.
Or The Void.
Or The Void. They did that, yeah.
That's how this movie ends. Like, there's no getting out of this. They're just stuck forever in this labyrinthian hell that Baphomet fucking rules.
Yeah, he's just in hell now.
Well, also, the implication being that he is also now able to access the other world, our world, more readily now that they have completed the ritual for him. It's a feel-good family movie. It's a family picture. And you get to see Baphomet, and he looks great.
Yeah. It's great.
It reminds me of like Sabrina.
Yeah,
Sabrina, where you got to see the devil and he's got like the goat head.
Cloven head with goat head and the cloven.
It looked a lot like that.
Yeah. It was it's the promise of like a lot of the goat-headed satanic movies in the 70s, where like they didn't quite pull it off right, it was just a guy with a mask, because how else are we gonna fucking do this?
I can't believe we have a sequence in this movie that's like every fucking slasher movie where you have like Leatherface chasing someone throughout a house and they're like hiding in like a closet. But it's fucking Baphomet.
But it's fucking Baphomet. Yeah.
He's just like, it's like, you're not gonna fucking run. You're not gonna fucking hide.
It's just like, nah, just fucked.
I will say this, there's one aspect to this movie where I do feel like the main character is a little too dumb for her own good. And that is, she is explicitly told, like right before the climax of the movie, that it's not just the basement.
It's the whole
whole house. And for some reason, it felt like for a huge chunk of the final act, she forgot that.
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, you can't... Escaping the basement's not going to do it.
Now, to be completely fair to her, there's a lot going on in this final act. So she probably just, like, you know, too many things to worry about. Just got to, like, survive the next fucking, like, Baphomet attack, you know? Like, but there is a moment towards the end when they do the final reveal and she opens the fucking door and she's in the void and the house can't escape. I'm just like, well, I mean, yeah, what did you expect? You were told it was the whole house. Yeah,
I actually kind of like that last shot where she's looking outside the door, and outside the door is just the basement stairs.
Yep. And also, like, the credits where she starts counting, like the daughter did, and everyone else is counting. And it's just like, there's no music. It's just credits and them counting.
Yeah.
And it's fucking chilling. Like, you know, I don't know why the counting is so chilling, but something about the way they do it just really gets
it's that whole weird thing about, like, well, I guess what else are we going to do? You know, like, just gotta try to climb these stairs, hope for the best.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And before you get to the finale, you get a lot of moments that are kind of like reminiscent of like Poltergeist, like the daughter like appearing in this one closet.
Oh yeah,
like the son does in the TV in Poltergeist, you know. But I wasn't expecting it to go as buck wild as it does at the end.
Yeah,
you know, I especially didn't expect them to actually show him and actually have him be a physical threat in the moment. I'm so used to these movies not doing that.
Yeah. You expect he's going to be like a demon that shows up in the shadows or on an altar or something. You know?
Something like that.
He's not going to be like the boogeyman chasing you.
You know, or maybe like some guy's going to show up that was established earlier in the movie, like the mathematician guy or whatever.
Yeah, it turns out he's the devil.
Yeah. It turns out he's the devil, or he's like the cult leader, or like he's like the grandson of Aleister Crowley. Or something. Like, you know, like, and then like he becomes the primary antagonist at the end. Like, I'm used to movies doing that. I wasn't expecting him to actually burst through the door and fucking chase them through the house and then into the fucking tunnels underneath in Baphomet land. Like hell. This is a great movie.
Oh yeah. Really good.
You know, it's not like a funny movie. It's a very dour and serious movie, but it gets really fun in the end when you have her actually like having to deal with the monster, and it's got a nice happy family ending. The family's together again.
They are together at the end.
You know, I mean, they're reunited in hell, where they cannot leave. Yep. It also reminds me of that ending sequence. Reminded me a lot of Hellbound Hellraiser 2.
Yeah, a little bit.
When they go inside, like the cube and like
and there's like the Leviathan cube in the spinning in the distance.
Remind me a lot like of that, but without like the extravagant sets that had.
Yeah, fair. You know, or that like great like fucking soundtrack. Dong.
Oh god. Oh yeah.
Yeah. I found out since you brought up Hellraiser. I found out in the Scarlet Gospel, you know, every time when the gate opens and there's that really that very like iconic gong sound, gong. Like it turns out that's actually supposed to happen.
Oh, it's not
a soundtrack. It's supposed to really be there.
Oh no, I never put that together.
Yeah.
Okay. That'd be actually a fun game, going through old movies and like talking to the creators and finding out what stuff is actually supposed to happen in the moment and what stuff is actually just soundtrack.
Yeah.
You know, because like there's a lot of mix-ups like that in old movies, especially when you're dealing with fantasy and sci-fi.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah, you're like, oh, I guess that was just a soundtrack. No, that's actually there.
You know, that guy's sword actually shinks in the actual reality. It's not just a sound
Not
effect.
just a sound clip. Yeah, not just a sound bite.
This is a very short vlog compared to the other ones that we've done recently, but there's not much to say about the movie except go fucking watch it.
Yeah, it's a very direct film.
Yeah.
You know.
Once you like for most of the movie it's the mystery of what's going on in the house and then piecing it together, but then once it's fucking figured out, it goes wild. You know, like the ending of Hellbound Hellraiser 2 or the ending of Poltergeist. It goes crazy.
Yeah.
You know, and all hell breaks loose. Literally. I liked it. And with that said, my fellow Gorehounds, where can they find you, Count Jackula?
You can find me at Counting Jack on Twitter And you can also catch me here every Thursday and Sunday at about 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, where I stream here on YouTube. And you can also follow me on Satanic Jackula at Instagram.
Y'all know me, I'm the Horror Guru. You can find me at the Horror Guru on Twitter, on Twitch, on Instagram, and Facebook. Just look up the Horror Guru or Blood Splattered Cinema, and I'll be there. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to ring that notification bell so you're notified of my videos immediately upon their upload. And if you'd like to help out either of us more directly, then be sure to check out our Patreon pages. And remember, if you decide to go the Patreon route, even $1 a month can go a long way. If you made it this far into the vlog, then I want you to comment below, and be sure to comment below using the hashtag Stairway2. The hashtag Stairway2.
Okay.
That way I know, that way Jack knows, that way the whole world knows you watched this vlog all the way through. And if you did watch this vlog all the way through, then you know what that stairway is too.
Yes.
Anyway, my fellow Gorehounds, he's got a stream to get to, so we're going to cut this short, and I'll catch y'all later.